Okay, it started recording. Hello, everyone. This is our sixth and last episode before the summer of the Looking Glass. It's a great pleasure to have here today Marco Barber and Nicolas Rohrbasser for their presentation on Drive Your Digital Marketing Strategy. When we planned this, we were thinking about the confinement, which is now slowly going back, but who knows, it's going to come back. Who knows that? And so the presentation will be around the digital marketing and communications as central to impact business strategies. Marco Barber, I give you a little bit of introduction. He is the founder of Digital Cuts, a company in 2018, a company dealing with digital marketing. And during his career, he has worked for large agencies in charge of digital services for multinationals, and he has a master in service design and management, a bachelor degree in business administration and IT, and a certificate in digital marketing. And you tell me if I'm wrong, but I hope it's correct. Nicolas Rohrbasser has a master in digital media and communication. He works as a web consultant and digital marketing trainer, specialized in search engine management, Google and social media ads, and performance analytics. He is also 7 times Swiss champion in motor racing, karting, if I'm wrong, right?
Right.
The world champion driver in 2012, and then he's going to tell us why he's only vice champion in 2018. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that Nicolas and Marco can share their own screen and start their presentation. So I leave the floor to them to start presenting. So thank you for being here, both of you. I know it's been a long story because you were supposed to present in person in the Spotlight seminar at Webster, but then the whole COVID-19 thing started and it was a bit complicated. But I'm happy we managed to arrange it in a different way. And so I'm going to stop talking.
Thank you. So Marco, let's go, no?
Yeah, thank you very much, Francesco, for this presentation. So I'm going to now
share
my screen. You shall be able to see it by now. So we are very happy to be, I'm very happy to be here with you guys today for 2 reasons. First, because we could not agree more on Webster point of view of digital marketing as being a concrete solution to the current COVID crisis, business crisis, bringing solutions. We actually, Nicolas and myself, we never had so much work since the confinement, and we coach every day up to tens of people sometimes, because we do individual but also group on digital marketing, helping people of all different ages, different genders, different levels of skills, different status. For example, working from home with kids, people, in order to actually grasp and leverage digital marketing potential, because it's disruptive, it's huge, it's still not that well known. So we're very happy. That's our little contribution to try to help moving forward. And the second reason that I'm very happy to be here is we've been invited recently by different French-speaking, so Switzerland French-speaking region universities to run workshops with them. Yet I'm the most happy to be here with you because I am myself a Webster alumni. So brings me very good memories, and happy to be back with you, professors and students and some other people from abroad that has joined us online. So yeah, having said that, I will put play because we are actually having slides on video. I just wanted to remind that this conference is, of course, for you. So take advantage of it in order to participate, to raise questions, in order to optimize your digital project. So it's going to be about digital marketing strategies, so strategic thinking and operations optimizations. And Nicolas and myself, we are going to introduce you our own method of digital marketing that is, we hope, fresh and unique and with an impact. So, but we will be progressively introducing you to it, and you will tell us if we are insane or you think this makes sense. So, are we innovating or is this science fiction? So you have Francesco very well introduced Nicolas very quickly here. That's him without the eyes.
Ouais.
So,
Yeah.
so he's in two worlds indeed: the world of digital marketing as a professional consultant, coach, and trainer, as well as the car racing industry. He is not only a world champion pilot, but he did open his CEO of his own school where he coaches into that. So we're very much into pedagogy of these two different. And our methodology actually is called Driven. Maybe it gives you already some ideas of where we are going. Our digital marketing strategy is called Driven. So, and drive your digital marketing. So that's me without the eyes as well. You introduced me, so I don't have nothing to add, but to say that my master indeed was about service design, which means trying to innovate and measure performance. So actually, to start with, I would like to ask you participants a question. But as we cannot properly see here, unfortunately. Let me change. But as I cannot answer, the deal we have with Francesco is we have structured 40 minutes for a presentation, and then at the end 20 minutes questions and answers, right? So, Nicolas, on t'entend très fort.
You can modify that if you want. It's not a strict structure.
No, but it's fine. It's actually very good. It's actually very good, Francesco, because we decided to cover a very large perimeter for digital marketing because it's broad, it's vast. So we're doing a lot. So I think that structure is good. Let me quickly show you here. No, attends. Alors. Yeah, so the first, we have a question for you. How would you define digital marketing? Okay, and you can respond. You go to this website here, paulev.com. So www.paulev.com. And when you are requested in a pop-up window, you put Marco Barber 840. And then you can answer there. Please try to answer with one word only answers. You can answer as many times as you want. And if it is multiple words, please use a hyphen, like for example, social -media.
Marco, maybe you can send the link in the chat just to be faster, so.
Yeah, of course I can do that, yeah.
And we click on the link and we can just answer to your question, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have the link somewhere, I don't know. Yeah, thank you, Marco. We saw it now. Paulev.
You got it? Are you managing it?
Yeah, we have to put the username. Yeah, when we click on the link in the chat, you have to put the username that Marco put, Marco Barber 840. Think like this. So click on the link and put the username after in the box. So copy the username. Join. Waiting, and now you can submit. I will put like
So we'll just give a couple of minutes. You can answer as many times as you want.
analytics, nice. Analytical marketing, extensive. Okay. So Webster, it's fine. It's you, Dominique. Webster. Il est mort de rire.
I'm pretty sure it's Dominique.
Yeah. Innovative, Geneva, okay. Certificates. Okay, tools, we can see tools. Connect, device, university. Yeah, maybe Marco, we can go ahead because the time is.
So basically, I hope I didn't spoil it by showing this too early and leading your answers. Normally, I have to wait a little bit more. But you have understood by now this is a letters soup, une soupe aux lettres, where it shows all your answers. And the ones that get bigger is the ones that have been answered multiple times. So here, there's not one word except digital that comes more often, but we have a list of very interesting topics like performance, innovation, platforms. So connectivity, marketing, extensive, targeted, consumers, visuals. So this is all interesting stuff that shows indeed what digital marketing is for you, right? So we're going to show you what it is for us now, for Nicolas and myself. Our definition of digital marketing is this one. And I'm going to try to put this one a little bit. So our definition is basically leveraging the available tools to execute your online marketing. There are many of them. We're going to see, we will present you a selection of our favorites, and we can show a few, not that many today, as we have only less than an hour. But basically here you see also this guy with the so many arms is the digital marketing manager job. Okay, it's different from IT developer, from computer scientist, and it's just knowing and using these tools. And one word here that comes also, it's disruptive. It's really when you know how to use it, it really becomes a disruption. Nicolas and myself, we know this, and we are able to live our passion, which is digital marketing, on our own. And there's a few other advantages, like for example, you just need your laptop. Basically, you can work from whatever. Other very important benefits against classic or traditional media is, for example, knowing exactly your return on investment that's tracked well. With classic ones, radio, TV, print, magazines, you don't really know to that level of detail.
That's why, Marco, digital marketing is dynamic. It's our method.
Yeah. And here, well, I'm just showing you that from a huge potential, maybe we are going to actually an obligation, from an opportunity, digital marketing being an opportunity, it might become almost an obligation in current context. And here there's a comparison of the digital economy growing and growing and growing and still growing after 2020 in current COVID crisis. But the physical economy is actually in a big recession, of course. And yeah, maybe it's an inflection point, of course, because we've been forced, right, to remote work, to e-commerce. So digital marketing is what goes with it. So our approach of digital marketing was born of an idea. That's the first idea. It's basic. It's a new idea of Nicolas and myself, and it's to target two audiences in symbiosis. These two targets are first the humans, users or consumers, and the other is what we call the robots. And the robots are actually the algorithms of the social media platforms and the social and the search engines. So we really work for these two, our digital marketing strategies and publishing. So you see here the same with us, the team. Me, I'm placed next to the human because those are the ones I prefer, actually. So I work these things with them, creativity, emotional intelligence, sentiments and feelings. And Nicolas is next to the robot because he likes them very much. He also likes the humans, and he works rules, performance, artificial intelligence, and really it's actually, as I said, having these two in target, but also our complementary work of the two in like the yin and the yang that really provides full potential. And it's basically our strategy that we recommend to you. And we will see what it means concretely. So concretely, also our approach of digital marketing is a holistic, okay? It's a global approach. So what do we mean by that? I put here a few elements that are most of the elements. We'll see later a little bit more in detail, but is this pyramid from the website that's still a central point in digital marketing, the SMO, SEO, SEA. And to do less questions and answer now, I will just tell what these acronyms stand for some that might not know them, because there's many in digital marketing. So SMO for social media optimization, SEO for search engine optimization, SEA for advertising, and then of course content marketing. Bill Gates has been saying since the 70s, the content king. We have another name for content we'll show you later. And then performance analytics. So our recommended approach is basically when you do digital marketing at 3 levels. First, that we see here in the top right. So technical, creative communications, and business development, because that's what it is for usually. When I say technical, again, it's not developing code, but it's more using the tools and the platforms in the appropriate way. We'll see later what that means. And we work basically, for us, the most important for digital marketing is these 3 axes: social media, SEO and ads, and performance analytics. So just a little bit also, I've talked about context. I will give a few words about history as well. So we launched, as Francesco said, our project in 2018 with a new idea, with skills, and yet we were not stuck, but not starting fast enough. So why? What could we do? So we started thinking this. This was our question. How can we explain in a simple way and with an impact the stakes of digital marketing and communications. It was definitely not these equations. It was basically our driven method, right? That you will let us know at the end of the session if you think it's indeed an innovation, can be considered as such, or science fiction. But so we conceived and applied this driven method, and I'm going to show you less of a minute video teaser just to show you what it is, right? Do you hear the music?
Yes.
Okay.
But
This is 50 seconds, just to give you an idea.
It's not free. The video is like, it's not perfect. So
not a good quality?
yeah, I think it's because of Cisco WebEx app, I think. But you cannot do anything. So Marco, let's go.
Yes, sorry for that. Well, with quality is less good, but we'll do our best.
That is crazy. Why?
Okay, so this gives you an idea of what driven is, just an idea, because at this stage, of course, it's you don't have much information, but basically it's using an analogy, okay? Using and reusing. If a website is the body of a car, so it's SEO and SMO, so R, it's engine, it's motor. And this was really, really important because we were working with many customers, including many agencies, so experts, that were investing so much into the web development, the look and feel, and so little proportionally to the SEO, and how this was a big mistake to do that little. So, and yet it was difficult for us without this analogy to make the message through. So reusing the analogy, digital marketing is to be driven dynamically in a dynamic manner way, like a racing car. That also came because many people, they were doing their website and once done, they were so happy to have it up in the web, and that's it. And if you do that, basically a website becomes a static showcase. It's definitely not giving the potential it deserves and it can bring you. So you have to do a series of activities that we will see in order to boost your digital marketing. So to finish, so basically we inspired from sports to demonstrate the potential and to bring two very simple messages, but very critical and important. First, digital marketing is dynamic. You have to do your strategy dynamically. And then with two audiences, targeting two audiences in symbiosis, the users and the robots, as we've seen before. So we came with the so-called driven workshops. So this was the how we made it tangible, all these ideas. So we invite the participants to take the wheel, and basically they take literally the wheel of sports cars as well as digital marketing with tools. So we do a half a day or a day where we put these two worlds in juxtaposition and points of both that are alike. And so we switch from sessions of car racing to digital marketing and back. And this happens to be very effective. So it's both. So you understand, normally it's the same company or same organization that come with a project, and we work this together, and strategy and operations and fun as well. It's a ludic way of learning, so it's also a team building. So here, for example, you see a program example of one of these workshops. The blue lines are, the white lines are digital marketing, and the red ones are car racing. And we'll see, I won't comment too much because we have limited time, so we'll, I'll allow, so now Nicolas to take the wheel, to drive the talk now, and you can, we will show a few points of driven in order to do strategic thinking.
Yeah, so everybody is seeing my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect, thank you. So thanks, Marco, for this introduction. So I will try to do my best in the short time that we have. And the first thing, so sorry for the English accent because it's like a French accent for me. So just don't be scared about my French accent. So I will to do my best. And as Marco said before, now we will see the driven approach. It's an approach that use the racing, like go-kart racing, go-kart driving, car driving, to approach and to understand what we have to do in digital marketing. And the first point, because we will see 4 points in 30 minutes, so I will be very fast. I will try to be very fast. And the first point is when you drive your digital marketing, you have to get a strategy. You have to build a strategy. It's the first step. Without strategy, you can do anything. That means, okay, you want to get some sales, some leads, some increase your visibility or your notoriety. You have to choose the channel that you want to use for that. Facebook, Instagram. You want to use maybe some ads on Facebook, maybe some ads on Instagram, I don't know, on TikTok or Snapchat. Or maybe you can just use emailing. You can also use the content in your website, and you can use SEO, like the traffic on Google or the traffic paid on Google with the SEA. You need to choose about this channel because there are a lot of channels that you can use to drive your digital marketing, to attract traffic in your website and to get some sales, increase your notoriety. So you have to define which channel you want to use to have the best performance in digital marketing, because you have a lot of choice on that. It's the first step. Get and choose a strategy. In racing, the car has to be the fastest in the corner. That means if you want to be fast in racing, you have to adopt a strategy too. That means in a corner you have to be outside before a corner, as you can see in the screen here. You have to be outside. In the middle of the corner, you have to take the apex. It's the most inside point in the corner. And in the end, you have to let the car lift at the end of the corner to keep the speed. It's your strategy in racing to keep the most of the speed in the corner as you can. It's in using a correct trajectory, a correct lines in the corner. Okay, and it's the same in digital marketing. You have to get your strategy, to choose the channel and which channel can impact the most result that you want. So it's the first step, it's the strategy. And after this first step, what we have for sure, so yeah, I will just pass the next slides. After the first step, we have to adapt the strategy, because a strategy is not a strategy if you cannot adapt it. And in digital marketing, we will see an example before, just after. And in racing, if you can just guess that if it's raining, if it comes wet, the track is coming wet, what you have to change? You have to change your strategy. You have to change the lines. You have to change the trajectory that you are using on the corner. You have to go outside, because outside in the rain, in the wet, it's faster. Because in the dry, cars are just letting tires rest on the track, and it's coming very slippery when it's wet. So you need to adapt the strategy depending the conditions, the situation. Is it wet? Is it dry? Do you have somebody in front of you? And it's exactly the same in digital marketing. It's exactly the same. And you know how? It's in adaptation. That means we will use an example to show that. You can just take the RTS example. You know this newspaper, but it's a newspaper, sorry, it's a channel in television, but you have a website with a lot of informations. You have a lot of posts on the website. And maybe you don't know that, but the RTS needs traffic on the website. They need click for the business. It's better for sure, because the RTS sell their audience to a advertiser and something like that. And in live, you can just imagine they post something on the website, and if they see that the posts don't get enough traffic at the moment, they change the title, they change the content sometimes. And to do that, they use analytics, because in real time, they check the table with the data, how many people there are on this article, how many people click on this title, and like that, they can optimize the website to attract more traffic and to get more performance. That means don't just post on Facebook or, I don't know, just post an article in the website. No, you have to adapt sometimes, because sometimes it's not working and you have to change the strategy. And a strategy is always, it's every time about adaptation. It's always that. So if you stay too static, too fixed about something, you cannot perform in digital marketing. Sometimes you need to understand, okay, it's working. Okay, I let like this. Oh no, it's not working. I change, I optimize. And we will see that the analyze and the optimization, it's the 4 points that we will see in the driven method. The first point, it's every time just the first step before creating a website, before creating a Facebook page, before posting something on Facebook, I don't know, before sending an email, just for which people I want to do that, for what, for which goal I want to do that. And it's the first question you have to answer yourself before do something in digital marketing. Because too often we see some people, oh, I will create a website, so it's enough. Yeah, but what you will put in the website for which people you want to create the website? It's every time the first question you have to do, it's the strategy, okay? Why you are doing that and for what every time. So it's the first point. The second point we will see, it's maybe we'll start with a video, I think. It's here. So I will ask something to you, and everybody of you can answer to that. If you see this screen, what is the problem? I will just go ahead a bit. Yeah, with the head of this guy. He's driving fast in the street, but look at his helmet. What is the problem with this attitude that this driver has in this situation? There is a big problem. What is it?
Too close to the steering wheel.
Exactly. And you think what will be the impact of that? Because it's very close, and
a big headache.
It can be that, but maybe worst. I will just put the video.
Can't see properly.
Sorry?
Cannot see properly.
Exactly. It's about the vision, because the vision is so important in racing, but also in digital marketing. And I will just put the video now. And crash. Did you see the crash? And if in racing you don't look forward, in front of you, you can crash, you can lose the focus, you can just go out, you can and you lose performance. You cannot win the race if you do that. So I will just, you see, so it's funny, and we pass here. So every time in racing, we will we will watch and just see in front of us. It's the most important thing to be fast in racing, but it's the same in digital marketing. It's all about the vision. You know, when you are, I don't know, making you want to make SEO, you want to rank better on Google, you want to do some action in 1 day, it's not possible. In 2 days, it's not possible. You have to think about long term, about forward. That means SEO sometimes can take 6, 7, 8 months. If the thematic is very, very difficult, if you have a lot of concurrents, it can take maybe 2 years to rank good on Google. And to rank good on Google, it's to be in the first page. And just, oh, I do something, it's not working, I stop. No, digital marketing, it's about long term. It's all about the sum of your action that will impact something. If you just post one time on Facebook, no, you cannot work like that. You have to post regularly and without stopping that. It's 1 time a week, maybe, and each week you have to post something. You have to get your community online and alive with actions, with a lot of action, with SEO, with I don't know, with a strategy. And just it's not just about 1 day or 2 days of actions of work. It cannot work. You have to repeat a lot of actions to get some results in digital marketing. Because what we see with Marco every time with customers, oh, we have a website and okay, it's enough. We do our digital transformation. No, it's not like that. Because if you let the website like this without doing nothing, nothing will happen. So you need to optimize the website, and when you optimize the website, it's step after step after step. It's not just okay, one time and I stop. No, you have to repeat. You have to optimize months after months, day after day. Apple is not born in 1 day. It's Red Bull is not born in 1 day. It's the sum of actions that impact and will push you at the top of the Google, at the top of Facebook, something like that. It's not about the question about the quantity, it's about the quality, but you have to repeat the quality in the future to get some results. And you don't need to be Red Bull, for sure. You can stay like a little company, but a little company can get some results like a locksmith in Geneva, like a digital agency, I don't know, like everything
like us.
you want.
Like
Sorry?
us, after,
Yeah, like us, yeah.
it took us several months of work, but indeed now for many digital marketing expressions, we are in the second page of Google, in the third page of Google, in the fifth page of Google, and we're just a team of 2 against tens or hundreds of competitors with hundreds of employees. So it's not bad, indeed. We have to speed up a little bit, Nicolas, unfortunately.
Sorry. I'm still very fast, so I will just show a little example and I will go ahead, like to show you the impact of the result. Like if I tap like this, you can see the progression in the last 3 months. We won like 40 position in the rank on Google. So you can see the performance. So in 1 day, you cannot get results. It's the sum of the days and the action that you will do in digital marketing. Okay? So I will go back on the slides now here. So it was for the vision. Sorry, we are very fast because the time is very short. And now we will see the apex. Okay, the apex is the limit. Is the best point that you have to be in racing in a corner. But it's also the best point that you have to use in digital marketing, because we will see sometimes if you want to manipulate the algorithm, like the algorithm of Facebook, the algorithm of Google, you can get a penalty. So if you overdrive in racing, you will miss the apex, you will go in the wall, or just go out of the track. And in digital marketing, if you want to manipulate, to abuse Google, you can get a penalty. It's exactly the same. You have to just find the limit to be the fastest on track and to be the best in digital marketing. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. That's what I said just before. If you want to post 15 times on Facebook in 1 day, it cannot work. You have to think, okay, where is the limits, the number of posts that I can do in 1 week, and you have to test for that. So I will just show you a video quickly. Here, you can see, you look forward, you keep the speed in the corner. Here you brake, don't brake too late. Here, you take the apex. Here, as you can see, the apex is the most inside point. It's perfect like this. You put gas, you stay here, you go in the corner, and you put gas again. And every time, you don't slide. If you slide, you lose time. If you brake too late, you will just go out, and you will lose sheer time. If you brake maybe too late, you will go out of the track. And in digital marketing, it's exactly the same. And to win the race, you need just to look in front of you. As you can see here, I will show you something. Just here. Look in front of you. And the most important goal that you have to do in digital marketing, it's what? And also in racing, it's to win. It's to overtake concurrent. So look that. Overtake, go in the apex, put gas, or don't overdrive, and overtake in the line. Here, as you can see. So, and you finish first in racing because you are focused, you look forward, and you take the apex. And if you overdrive in digital marketing, you will just miss the apex. And what will happen? You will get penalty. So just a little example, it may be the best thing to do to show you. And I will show you a print screen here. You can see the impact about a penalty of Google. Here, you can lose if you do something wrong for Google or for Facebook, I don't know, you can get a big penalty. Sometimes it's a loss about 95% of traffic in the website. And it's just when you want to overdrive. Do you have any ideas in which case you can get a penalty from, like, by example, Google? Do you have any ideas in which case you can get a penalty from Google?
If you have links to broken pages or broken links,
you don't get a penalty. Just it's not good for the robot, but it's not a penalty. It's just not good, but not a penalty.
Okay.
But it's a good try.
If you're what if you put meta tags that don't match the content of the page?
Yeah, so meta tag, yeah, it can be a reason. But maybe you want to say if you like you put too much keywords in the content, like you want to spam Google with 20 times the same keywords in the first part of the content, you will get a penalty because it's not natural for Google. And also a second example, if you put text in white color and you put the background in white color too, you will hide the text for the user because maybe you put some keywords inside, I don't know, but the robot Google will see this text, but it sees also the color of the text in the background, and if it's the same, you can get a penalty. So every time when you want to manipulate the algorithm to rank better, you can get a penalty, and you have to find the limit, like how many keywords I have to put in my content. Oh, it's maybe 7, maybe 8. And for that, you have tools or you have analytics that it will show you that. So be careful with the keyword stuffing, keyword spawning in the content can impact a lot and get penalty. Okay, so we are speaking about analytics. So it's the slides here. Analytics, it's the last point about our driven method. Because if you don't use analytics, you cannot optimize your action, your strategy, and your digital marketing. So you have a very, very simple tool to use for that. I will show you after. And now a little exercise, because analytics can help you to increase your best time in a lab, like you can see in this screen, because this screen is a comparison between a red driver and a blue driver. And my question, if you see this, I will maybe zoom a bit. Can I zoom? No, I cannot, I think.
I think you cannot.
No, I cannot because it's a video, Marco. But maybe you see correctly my screen? I hope, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, you can read. And the question is, okay. And which driver, is it the red one or the blue one, the faster guy on the track? It's just about one lap. The lap starts here, and the lap is coming here, and the lap finish at this point. It's just one lap. It's a comparison between the blue driver and the red one. Which one is the best? Can you say? And why?
Well, I have 50% of the chances to mistake, but I think it's blue, right?
Yeah, but try to explain, yeah.
I think it's the blue, right? Faster.
The blue is faster? Yeah, and what? Why?
Well, I see the line a bit higher than the red one.
Yeah, here you can see the first part of the graphic is the speed, and you can see the blue one is every time is faster than the red one. You can see here it's a braking zone. It brakes less than the red one. Every time it brakes later. You can see here. So the blue one is more at the limit, and the red one is under the limit. So it can increase its performance in braking later. And you can see here the last part of the graphic. You have the gap between the blue one. The blue one is the fastest guy, so he's at the bottom of the graphic. And when the red line is coming higher, that means he's losing time to compare with the blue one. So you can see where he's losing time. He's losing time here. Here, big problem here. He loses a lot from here to here because he brakes too early. You can see here. And at the end of the lap, he has like 2 seconds late between the blue one and the red one. So just very fast, the telemetry analysis in racing can help you to increase your performance, and you have to use that to get a better driver, just to become a better driver. And in digital marketing, it's exactly the same. You have the same table. You have analytics, and you can use for that Google Analytics. It's a free tool. You can install it in your website and use that to improve your website. Because if you don't use, how can you say how many traffic you have in the website, what people are doing in the website? And with Google Analytics, you can check everything of that, and you can optimize your website for user. Okay, my content is not perfect. I have to optimize it. Okay, these pages are all has a big bounce rate. And to understand what I'm saying now, maybe you can see this table. You have the page of a website here. It's like here. You have the number of page view in these columns. You have the unique views here, the times in the page in average spent by user. And here you have the bounce rate. The bounce rate is when people comes in the website and they leave. And if they don't click on anything, the bounce rate is like 100. If they click on something, the bounce rate is like 0. So if the bounce rate is high, that means it's not a good signal because people leave the website quickly. If the bounce rate is low, it's a good signal because people are staying on the website. And when you check this page, number of page views, bounce rate, what can you say about this table? Which action can you do to optimize many pages about these pages that you have in the left columns here? What can you do when you are just using this table? What can you note or remark? I don't know.
The bounce rate fluctuates a lot between some of the pages, and you've got some where the clients or the customers stay a lot longer, or they click more.
Exactly. You can see. Yeah, it's exactly that. It's a big problem about bounce rate, and you can see every page that's starting with essay. So it's like a section in the website, special section. Every time the bounce rate about this section, essay here, essay here, essay here. So it's like try. You can see 90%, 91%. It's all about essay. So maybe we can just, the section essay has a problem because people goes on it, but they leave quickly. So they leave without clicking on anything else on the website. So it's not good. We can optimize the essay section to keep the user on the website and to increase the number of page views simply. So it can be the first thing that we can do with this table. We can do everything, but we don't have time, sorry. And the next step, but good try, it was very good. And the next table is the same, but with another information here. Here you have which channel gives you traffic. Here you have organic, that means Google. Okay, users are coming from Google. You have the numbers here. Here it's social media. Okay, they are coming from Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or I don't know, LinkedIn. And here you have direct traffic. So they tap the URL in the bar at the top of the navigator. Okay, so you can see the numbers of users coming from this different channel and what you can see and what you can say about these 3 channels. Which one is the best, why, and how can you do with that? What can you do, sorry? Any ideas?
There are a lot more people going on the Google related pages, organic search, but is that the bounce rate? Taux de rebond? Is that bounce rate in?
Yeah, the bounce. Yeah, taux de rebond is bounce rate. Yeah,
quite high. So there's a lot more traffic, but maybe less targeted traffic.
Exactly, it's exactly that. So maybe this website has to optimize when you go. I don't know, in a search widget like that, they have to optimize the title here and the description at this point, because if these are not well done, maybe people will click on it, but the content that they see, it's not what they want. So every time we need to optimize for SEO, the title and the description here to be sure that people want to find something that they want. Okay, so very good remark. It's exactly that. So more the traffic is targeted, more the bounce rate is low. And you can see the social traffic acquisition here is very important for this website because it comes from quality, as you can see. Okay.
And here we have finished actually the 4 main points of our strategy, driven strategy, which are summarized here, but we don't have to read them. I mean, it's white on black, so it's clear. We can leave the remaining 5 minutes for questions and answer, and or we can very quickly fly you. This time is fly, is more than drive. Through the remaining slides, which is basically showing you tools very quickly, and a little bit also one message maybe explaining you what it means to actually publish for the robots. I think that is important that we explain a little bit, right?
Yes,
So,
I think it's a good idea.
Okay, cool. So we have, in case we run over 7 a few minutes, it's okay? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Marco, maybe I can present the tools if you want, because I am on it now.
Okay, then in that case, before going into one tool, give them the slide where they can see the overall, and then we go to this tool. So because it's really powerful value that we give them. If you put play,
This one.
Yeah, this one. So basically, this is basically just a selection of preferred tools of Nicolas and myself, and you can do almost everything with this. Of course, we have tens of other tools, but this is very, very powerful. And most of them are free tools. That's why our definition of digital marketing. Nicolas was about to show you the one in the left. So please go ahead. This is called
Answer the public. Yeah. So this tool will help you to find what people is asking about and to find the question that they have on the search engine like Google about one topic. So if I put like university, Webster University, I will let in English because the website is in English, I think, like this. I will just let the global website, okay, like this. Webster University, I search here, and I can see the question about this topic. If I zoom on this one, how good is Webster University? How to apply to Webster University? How to apply to Webster University in Tasken here. You have how much is Webster University tuition? How is Webster University? You can see here. Here, where is Webster University located? Where is Webster University? Here, you can see Weber State, so you have something. Why? What is Webster University known for here? So this tool will help you to find what people is asking about your thematic, your topic. So it can be very useful, and you can see everything, like you can put visualization, you can put data here, and you can see what they speak about Webster University. And for what this tool is very useful, it's to create content in the website to resolve the problem. Because when I see that, like, I don't know, like this question, I will just go back, sorry. Yeah, for me, it's better to work with data. It's easier. Here, I have a question like this. Maybe I can just create in the website, in the blog section, I don't know, a page that resolve or that answer to this problem. So it can help you to attract new traffic and new user on the website. If you tap this on Google, what appears? I don't know. And maybe create a Facebook post to answer to that, or you can do a lot of things. So here, it's not the Webster University website in first, so you can see. So it will be very good just to create an article about that, putting the post in Facebook or in the website to get more traffic, and it can help you to find the question that people have about the topic here. Okay, so it's free, you can use. Sorry, I'm very fast. You have many data, sorry about that. And the second one I want to show, Marco, very fast, it's Google Trends, because Google Trends will show you what is the trend between different topics at the moment. So if I tap Webster University here, I will find the trending about this. You can see here. I will put the correct language, just in around the world. And I will compare like with, okay, Geneva or University Geneva, just to compare which, I will just let correctly like this, which one is the best trend at the moment here. And I can compare. Here you can see people are more often searching for Webster University than for University Geneva. And you can do that for everything. Like you can compare brand, you can compare, I don't know, trends or what you want. If you put like COVID here, just COVID like this, and this one, I will just delete this one. Delete this one. You can see the big here high, because when it's coming, you can see people are always looking for that. And Google Trends can just help you to give you what is the trend at the moment, and just to use it to create new content, maybe about a new trend or something like that. Okay, Google Trends, very fast, it can very useful, and you can see also the keywords related to this one. You can see here, and if you will let Webster University here, what was the trend about these keywords? Here, sorry, I have just to click on this, because here you can see here the related request about Webster University. Sometimes you have that. You can see, okay, it's increasing, or it's the most frequently looks for. You can see the progression here. Okay, and similar web quickly.
Well, I'm not sure if we have the time, because we have so many great, cool website tools, free tools to show you. For example, a similar web, you can actually have a lot of information, website traffic information about, for example, your competitors. You want to study how is another university doing. And this free tool gives you a lot of information about their strategy, also, not only their performance. How they're using social media and so forth and so on. So there's really out there a lot of free tools that are just fantastic. But I think most interesting right now, Nick, is if you explain them about the robots, the algorithms.
Yeah, but we have just 2 minutes, because I found the website Webster. Maybe it can be useful, and we'll let you the hand to present the robots. Maybe Marco. Maybe, I don't know. Here, okay. Very quickly, you have the sum up about the traffic during the 6 months. You can see, oh, there is like a problem in May. You can see quickly the data about the number of total visits. It's a lot. It's very good. The time that people stays in the website, it's 10 minutes in average. The bounce rate, from which country people comes to arrive in the website, like USA. Here, and it's very good, because the first way that people use to arrive and to discover the website, it's the search. You have you don't have a very poor social media, and here you can see here you have the keywords that people use to find you: Webster University, Webster Connection, Webster Canva. So sometimes it's like, every time it's like the quality keywords about the brand name. And we can see that Webster University are doing some SEA to get more traffic and more visibility. They pay Google sometimes to get more visibility. It's why we have here organic, it's free. It's just about SEO. And here we have sponsored, it's about SEA. Okay. Social media, okay, YouTube gives traffic, attract traffic. Facebook a little bit. LinkedIn, I think not enough for our university. Maybe LinkedIn must be at the top here. And here, you can see what people likes, news and media. And here you have like clouds with keywords about the website, news, business, international news, different like this. Okay, books, blog, here. And which website people also visits. You can see it's all about, I think, something in Webster University community, Webster U WebEx that we are using now, Webster U my SharePoint, community-studio.com. And like that. Okay, so that was for this tool. Yeah, sorry for that. It was very fast. And Marco, what you can say about the robots? You want to explain that?
Yeah, maybe you wanna put the slide of
okay, of
the panda.
Yeah.
Just put play because if not, just put play and fast. No, don't do that. We're gonna get lost if you do that.
Okay.
Just
If you
put play.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's doing.
So,
doing
okay,
that.
let me quickly comment this. So now we're getting into tools, okay? And we continue the driven analogy. So here, if you come, I just want to say this is for website development. Don't reinvent the wheel. Okay, we typically use existing prefabricated, can you stop, Nick? We use prefabricated templates and canvas with WordPress, for example, so you can very quickly select the one you like the most. And then just add your own contents. This is WordPress, okay? So you can go ahead. Yeah, please put play. Google Analytics is the next. So it's like the wheel. Nicolas has already talked about it, so I won't repeat. So you see this, what he showed you in many different, very interesting views. And the content, we call it the fuel of the digital marketing. Okay, so it's contents for your website blog. That's how you dynamize the traffic, visits and conversions in the website, and also the contents in your social media. So you do that contents for the users, but also for the robots, right? So what does it mean to do it for the robots? We're going to see it now. So this you can skip. We don't have time for the movie right now, but this is a really cool animation. Okay, you see here an animation that we have done. Looks like the Walt Disney movie Tron, or this one of a robot as well. And all this stuff, we do it with free tools. So it's, as we were saying to you before. So just put yeah here. So basically, what's the robot's job? So that's a good question. Trying to understand how to publish for them. Can you put pause for a second and ask here? Oh, you're giving. Okay, what's the robot job basically? Can you answer that question? Any idea? No ideas. So I'll help you. Basically, it is to create roads. So they crawl the web, okay, and it is to create roads or blocks to roads to quality and even highways to quality websites. So what they like, what they consider qualitative, and block what they consider bad. So can you please play, Nick?
Yeah.
So that's why we need to know their behavior, the robot's behavior. We don't need to know the code of their algorithms. Actually, it's just the behavior. And it's like we need to understand, of course, the users, the human consumer behaviors, no? What makes them tick and click. So the same with the robots. So here, for example, you see in the left a long list of Google algorithms. One of them is called Panda, and you see he's very cute. He can reward you if you do the good practices, what he likes, but he can be very strong and very mean with his bamboo if you do bad practices, okay? And you're penalized, like we saw before with Penguin. So you can put play again, please. Yeah, so in the next slide, you will see, for example, the algorithm here to the left, the algorithm of YouTube, one social media. So for example, he likes and values and weights actually how you use the platform and all the publications based on all these different criteria. So for example, reaction of the people. So engagement is a typical, very important one. And within engagement, the biggest is comments. Then there is thumbs, so up or down. So it's like likes or dislikes. The sharing is very important, the number of views, the keyword relevance, so the titles you've used, and then also context quality elements, like, for example, credit authority of your page, trust, so history of your other posts, etc. So yeah, you can put play. So the logarithm of YouTube will weight like this. All the other social platforms are similar but different, and you can thank you. So they basically have their own way of working, each algorithm. Like here we see LinkedIn. So basically there will be a post, the quality of the content will be ponderated, okay? So no, first of all, filtered, sorry. Is it just text? Is it text with an image, or is it a video? Or so all this will determine the quality, so the richness of your publication. Then there will be a ponderation. So you have a +1 for a like, a +2 for a comment, a +3 for a share, and rapidité des interactions +5. So timeliness is also very important. Whenever the people post or engage quickly after your post, this is a +5. And if you actually answer to those comments also timely, it's also very good. So all are things like that. I give you one example, okay? I'm going very quickly, apologies, of a good practice or bad practice of, for example, simply publishing, whoops, can you come back? Here, yes, just pause a second. How to publish an article. Like, for example, this Google Certified Formation Marketing Digital, this is an article of our website. How would you post it in a social media page? Do you want to answer that? Doesn't sound like very complicated, does it?
Maybe you can answer so that we are wrapping up because we are.
Okay, I will do that. I will do that. So basically, the typical thing is just to copy the URL and paste it, right, in your social media page and comment it. But actually, that's a wrong practice, actually, because no algorithm of any platform likes you leave their platform. So if we copy this on Facebook, let's say, for example, if people click on that article, they go to our website. And Google of Facebook, algorithm of Facebook doesn't like it. So basically, the better practice would be you put the image on your post, you put the legend, the text legend, and then you put the link to the article is in comments. And then you've worked around this problem with a best practice. So I think that's about it. We are finishing. You can put play. I think we have managed to pass by. So SEA is about acceleration. When you pay advertising, yeah, here, just put pause because this is the last slide. When you do advertising, basically you accelerate. You accelerate key performance indicators of digital marketing. A typical one, for example, is reach. When you organic or paid or whatever, you post something, you want it to be read, right? So the number of prints is the reach. Normally, an algorithm of a social media platform would show that to an average 10%, if you can come back to the previous, 10% of your direct contacts. So that's the reach, the average reach. It's just a sample at the beginning. If you do the correct things, it will accelerate that in an organic way or paid way if you do the payments, and it's huge doing social media ads. And to finish, okay, this is our last slide. We've seen this before, but this is more in a linear chronology of steps of the standard digital marketing strategy, from the content first, the website, the editorial planning and programming, because usually it's very good to use tools in order to create your post and plan your posts that are published automatically during the month. So you do that in the first week. And then, the others that we've mentioned. And last but not least, we didn't cover that. The green box is newsletters. It's for loyalty, for already acquired, let's say, customers. And that's about it. Yeah, well, if you really want to and have time here, there's another poll that you can do with pleasure. Answer this if you think our approach is indeed an innovation or science fiction or to be tried.
I think I'd rather leave the space for one question, possibly, so that if there's any. Thank you for the presentation, of course. Is there anyone?
Yeah, I have a question, guys.
Okay.
Nicolas, Marco, thank you very much. Really interesting. Marco, nice to see you're a Webster alumni as well. Just a quick question, because most of the stuff you mentioned is related to inbound marketing techniques. We know that all of the different techniques you mentioned about blogs, newsletters, is to try to engage and maintain your customer base. At which point would you advise your clients to start investing in Google AdWords? We've seen pops up all the time. At which point would you say now is the time? We understand that with the natural organic rankings, it's hugely important to build that up. But if it takes a long time and everything in place, at which point would you say, okay, now is the time for Google AdWords?
Yeah, exactly. Google Ads it's Google Ads, the name of the tool, it's Google AdWords was in the past. And Google Ads, you can just do that now to just get some sales tomorrow. So it's very fast. And that's why we put, this slide. So just before, it's Google Ads, it's perfect to accelerate your business. And for any business like local business, something like that, you can use ads and it's very powerful. We use that a lot for our customers like Locksmith or digital agency. It can help you a lot, and you can manage the budget. You can just create some ads, with for every people, and you can just target the localization like Geneva, I don't know, France, Switzerland. You can be very, very detailed with your targeting. So it's perfect to do that. Yeah.
So, and to complete the answer, so basically the answer, so when recommended SEA to a customer, it depends of his strategy, overall strategy, can be also context, so can be also in adaptation. So basically the resources he have, the time he has available, but of course the money, the budget available he has. So basically we would always recommend to do ads because it's actually an acceleration, right? But doing ads is not that you're going to stop doing organic. So one complements the other, right? So we will always do, but for that you need, of course, the resources. Yeah. And then the second question, if I may add, is how much would you, they always ask us, how much shall I invest in SEA? Right?
Exactly. We know it's very expensive. I mean, it's easy just to pump money into Google Ads, but to what extent? And,
yeah, well, it's very expensive. Depends. Also depends what industry, for what terms. It can be very expensive. You can have words for 15 francs the click or more. So it can be hugely expensive. So you need to know how to do it, or at the beginning do it with an expert. Test it also, and because the people that know, they're going to optimize the cost per click that you will be paying. But then there's no pre-constructed general answer to how much money I should invest because each case is different. And the best method there is test. So you're doing like tests, little tests, and the more you win, the more you continue in that direction, right? Till it decreases.
Yeah, because sometimes the click can reach 60 francs, just the click, So 60 francs, so it's expensive. So
and also one thing that in our coaching of ads, we also always tell the people, be careful to put a final date in your campaign, because sometimes you leave them open, and some customers of ours, they've paid a lot because they forgot it open and the campaign renewed over time.
Yeah, the price is here. You can see in the screen the average price in a click for some thematic. You can see here. So it's crazy. It's very crazy. So that's why you have to use with quality this tool and be very, very careful with that. And the target perfectly.
Did we see degree? Degree? I think I saw passing the degree. Degree means like a diploma, right? That would be interesting if it was that degree. Wow. A degree. $47 the average cost per click. Wow.
Yeah. So
thank you. I think we have to close the session. We went a bit over than usual, but I think it's been exhaustive and intense as well. So
that's part of Driven.
Pardon me?
That's part of Driven.
Yes, exactly. Yes, with no crash. So I realized I have my camera off. Not that I want to hide, but ta-da! I'm back. So I think I'm going to stop the session here, the recording here.